and it is a beautiful day here in Arrakis for the inaugural Sandbike Dune Race. And the crowds have turned up in their dozens. We've lost a few to worms, several to dehydration, most of the salvagers, but the remaining few, the atmosphere is palpable. Racemaster Doom has been preparing the course, laying down unique checkpoints and making sure the worms are properly riled up for this one. It's going to be a phenomenal day-night race. We did send out our resident expert to have a look at the track, and they returned with these stunning images. Hey everyone, and welcome to a very, very special interview. I am here with Brax Mothar, the instigator and the main creative mind behind the Arrakis Dune Sandbike Race. Welcome!
Thank you for having me. It's Mothar. Mothar. It's okay.
Brax Mothar. Got it. So, Brax Mothar, what was your inspiration behind this race?
So I was reminded of when I landed in the Hugger Basin region, I didn't have what I have now. And, you know, there was a particularly embarrassing moment in which a worm decided that I looked like breakfast. And you know what? I thought, I need to run a lot faster. And it's amazing how quickly people go when there's the threat of a sandworm. So I thought, well, why not stick some people on some bikes and see how quickly we can make them go.
The worm was an interesting choice, an interesting addition to the race. Were you just not interested with a normal sandbike race?
Look, there's a level of... I could have done an ordinary sandbike race, but then that would have encouraged the Kirab to come and shoot people, which is just not half as predictable as having a sandworm chase you. And so, between the sandworm and the Kirab and the slavers and, you know, everybody else trying to get their bit in, I'd rather go with the worm.
That is absolutely understandable. Of course, we will address the allegations of the worm taming later on. So do you have a particular favourite part of the course? Which bit do you think our competitors will struggle with the most?
I think, look, there's this lovely part where you come around Myozabar where there is a little bit of quicksand, there's a little bit of drum sand. You know, not only can you call the worm to you, but you can also then get stuck in place. But then to top it all off, that's right about the point in which those who are a little unprepared start realizing that they're running out of water. Oh, I'll have to send the boys out to get some more spice that just went off.
Radiation concerns have been raised by the race committee. How do you address these allegations?
Radiation? What radiation?
Fair enough. Do you have a favourite in the race? Obviously, these are three unproven racers that we have performing for us today. But is there anyone that sticks out?
You know, I was hoping you would ask that. There is one. Now, I will say they don't currently know that they're a racer. But I have essentially chosen them from a number of our associates who I think that the extra sense of fear will really push them to drive fast today, given that they don't quite know that they're going to be racing. It'll be brilliant, I reckon.
And there you have it, folks. Brax Mothar, the twisted mind behind the worm-inducing, panic-driving, sandbike, dune racing, inaugural Arrakis. I am going to call it a slaughter. We will catch up with them after the race. Brax, thank you very much.
Thank you.
When you see the bike is rearing to go.
When you see the worm, you start.
What?
When you see the worm, you start.
Oh my god.
What do you mean I see the worm? What do you mean I
start after the worm eats Simus?
I mean, I see it in the distance.
Oh, I hear that. Oh, there it is!
Here he comes.
Right, go then,
Start,
yeah?
Once he breaches. Once he breaches.
Once it eats the thumper.
That's correct.
Oh, God.
You know, Doom, I don't think it worked. Maybe you should land and put another one.
Yeah, I think Doom.
This is not a thumper. This is a clapper.
There we go.
Go, go, go!
I'm not. I don't like this.
Jesus, dude.
As you can see, folks, they are off and racing. Now.
Oh God!
All right,
Here he
Trump
comes.
stand, let's go.
Look at them go, folks. These tiny little black dots out the desert.
Shut up, dude!
Now, for those of you who don't know, I made these bikes with some slight differences to each of them. Some of them are even operating with...
Guys, we're dead!
We are currently operating in night. Oh, here
I'm
it goes,
dead.
here it goes. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh,
Ooh, he's
Screw you, Doom, and everything you stand for!
Oh, look, here he comes. We have a worm that's interested. Is he gonna have a nibble?
How do I activate the booster? I don't know.
Q, press Q.
Around this run, I think so. Right?
It
This is the
is...
wrong base. This is mine. Oops.
Oh, we're not getting out of this one, chat.
Oh, there's the ship. I see it.
Yep, go underneath.
Hey, you hit me, you jerk.
Learn to drive.
Right through here, folks. Right through here. You gotta go through it. That's one through.
Oh.
That's two. Here he comes.
Ugh.
And that's
was in
three. That was
first.
a really nice one,
And now-
Dolphin.
And now I'm in last.
Alright, remember. Round the ship. And then heading north. This is going really well, guys.
It's not.
Ah, look at them go.
Look out the ship. Look out for the ship.
What do you mean, what ship? Oh, ship.
Yeah, that's
Problem.
Oh,
Oh, can I get caught with you guys? Oh God.
Well, I'm just
And-
glad that I wasn't caught in the open sand.
Yeah, sorry.
Dolphin has taken the lead again. Dolphin has the lead.
Let's look at this
Hey,
way.
guys got this,
We're
you guys
really
got
close
this.
to that ship.
Planning strategy to get people in front of me so I don't have to check where I'm going.
Oh God, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely had this as a minute.
So, mid-race interview. Dolphin, you're in the lead. What's the pucker factor right now?
I've just been hit by Cybus.
That was not me.
Look, it's my Australian peg. You weren't there.
Oh my God, that's.
Their interesting tactic. They've decided to go a little bit uphill first before crossing the desert, slowing them down significantly. But they are making full use of those boosters.
Oh, that's ahead of me.
Now, if you
I
That's.
wish I had a
Oh,
booster.
yeah.
I should have brought my own bike.
Yeah, that is the unfortunate side effect of that particular bike. However, that bike does have a far more powerful engine in it.
Yeah, mine's only a Mark 1 engine, dude.
Yeah, same as you have the Mark 3. You guys got this.
Uh oh.
No, Mark 3 was the limit.
Uh oh.
Here he comes.
Oh.
Here he comes. Who's he coming for?
Oh.
Oh, nummy, 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 num.
No!
Oh, no. Dolphin.
No!
Amazing work.
I got so far.
Wait, did Dolphin get eaten?
Oh.
Yes, Dolphin. Dolphin is the first to fall to the worm.
Racer eliminated.
Problem.
Praise Shai Halud. May his passing cleanse the world.
What was will be. Ah.
Well, I'm almost certainly dead. Drum sand!
Here he comes! Oh, he's right behind you! Oh! Uldrath
is
taking
blank.
a
I am
rather...
guessing.
Uldrath, you have ultimately won this race. However, you still do need to attempt to finish.
But I don't know where I'm going. My map is blank.
You just have to look for the house that's listed on your map. It's right over here.
Oh, I got so far. I got so
Uldrath
far.
has definitively missed the checkpoint. He now has to do a 180 and come back towards the worm in order to get the checkpoint.
No!
And Uldrath bites the dust. Fantastic work, guys. That was amazing.
Oh my god, I'm in a worm.
Oh, that was
I'm
so much
actually
fun.
seeing like the worm death screen for the first time here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Simus has actually never died to a
Oh
worm
yeah,
before,
me
which
too
is,
for the first time. Yeah,
brilliant.
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So there is a prize for all of you. I will hand out consolation prizes. But fantastic race, guys. That was brilliant. You got a lot. Like, I honestly was not sure whether you guys were going to be able to make it to even the first checkpoint. So the fact that you guys, like, rounded the corner, got across the gap again, and was heading for the second checkpoint, I'm quite impressed.
I'm just
And as I
sad.
said, it's possible. As I said, it is possible to outrun the worm technically. It's just very difficult.
I did it once. I did it once,
Yeah.
and then you're leaving these markers up, by the way, because next week, guys, we're gonna be doing this again.
I'm
I
just
will.
sad
I will
because
leave the
I
markers up as a challenge. If you guys want to try and complete the race, I will have a special prize for someone who can complete the entire thing and provide me a recording.
Oh, you are so on. I am doing nothing else but that.
But for now, we're gonna be moving over to 7 Days to Die.
Thank you
right?
so much, Doom.
Exactly.
That was so good. That was such a
And it's
such a good idea.
And the
Honestly,
timing
they should
actually
really
finished
make
perfectly.
this an in-game event.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so
It's
much
definitely
fun.
a lot of fun. And this is a great time to announce that the next race will be a Thopter race.
Ooh.
So
And what a race it was. As you can hear, the celebrations have gone long into the night. Ups and downs, twists and turns. This race had everything. Doom, did it live up to your expectations?
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to top this, but I'm certainly going to try.
The worms seem to respond on cue to all of your little puppetry masterwork sort of like ploys and plans. Are you and the worm going to beat the allegations of worm taming anytime soon?
Look, there is a little bit of extra technology that I may have purloined from some Fremen records that have allowed me to call it a little faster than usual, but certainly not something that anybody else could get their hands on for a reasonable price.
Fantastic. Allegations beaten. Now let's turn to the race itself. The start was frantic, it was passionate, it was loud, the crowds were roaring. Tell us about that first checkpoint. I saw a few racers went a bit wayward, and one racer was almost eaten immediately. What did you think of their early signs of skill levels?
Look, it's one of those things when running away from a worm, there are those who prescribe to the Prometheus school of running away from things, and then there are those who group together and hope for safety in numbers, and then there are those who, go the lone wolf. We saw all strategies today in the race, and, well, some of them paid off, some of them didn't. I think that if this wasn't a life or death situation, they could have learned some things from it. Could have, possibly.
Let us touch for a moment on the incredible skill of Talia, the way in which she outmaneuvered the worm very early on with little to no warning due to your clapper. Simus and Aldorath had also made a different strategy, a different turning sort of circle, a wider arc. What did you make of that first checkpoint?
Look, having fought alongside Talia from time to time, I have noticed her prelitude towards dodging at the last second. And certainly it seems to work on worms too. Let the worm think that it's got you, let the worm open its maw, at which point it becomes blind, and then quickly take a sidestep. It seemed to be a strategy that worked very, very well, and may, in fact, have been learnt by fighting the local Kira.
There were no disqualifications, I noticed. Some of the races flirted very closely with the boundaries of the race. Were there anyone out there that concerned you?
Look, I was a little concerned that our impromptu racer may have headed directly for the safety barriers. However, fortunately, again, the technology of making sure that they didn't get off the vehicle also ensured that they couldn't get out of the race. They probably had the easiest time of it staying on track. The others, I think, were a little more focused on remaining honourable towards it. I mean, the sound of a small beeping device on their bikes also probably helped.
Speaking of the bikes, it wasn't announced until the beginning of the race that they all had different modifications and different variations of the bike. How did you know, did you have a favourite? Did you nudge them in the right direction of which bike to take?
I wouldn't say that I nudged them in the direction. I certainly gave them all designs that I was fairly certain would be preferred by some races over others. I will say that each of the variants of bike ultimately ended up in all of them being relatively even as far as capability is concerned, and certainly none of them went beyond the Mark III capacity for the race. But it was a matter of strategy that was going to change this, and strategy is what was used.
Let's talk about the first racer to be eliminated. Talia showed early signs of excellence, but kind of drifted away in the mid race stage. Her tactic of taking on the Dune head on when her booster was actually on cooldown was an interesting tactic. She didn't look comfortable out there.
Some say interesting, others say suicidal. You be the judge. But I think after a short period of, well, the SADA car getting involved, not that we asked them to, but they do what they do. Certainly, it ended up being, I think, a moment of, I'm not going to say panic, but disorientation that led Talia to go straight up the sand dune. That and a little bit of shoulder rubbing from one Uldarath. I think that, well, look, it was certainly a fair sort of situation, albeit one that did not end well for Talia.
So that left Aldara in front, with Simus not so far behind. However, as we know from the highlights, Simus was the next to be, as you so elegantly put it, nommed by the worm. How did Simus take that loss?
I think, look, as I said, there was, I did have my own personal favorite was our impromptu racer, Aldara. And I think that was just due to the sheer white knuckle terror that they felt whilst racing. Simus, however, came in with a sense of confidence and a sense of what was going to be done and had a plan and everything like that. And I think that that plan ultimately led them to their demise because Aldora essentially went off track a little bit, as much as possible within the parameters of the system. And that led Simus to be left all on the lonesome, while Aldora streaked ahead and went deeper into the sands, the opposite of what was expected by the worms. And thus, the worms went for the easier target.
If the race had continued, Aldara's complete lack of awareness, map revealing, location, bearing, direction. In fact, it was a complete mess. We had some of the comms from their bike, and it was just blind panic, with emphasis on blind. Do you now feel that the race would have been skewed somewhat in favour of the other two races had the race continued?
I believe so, and it's one of those things that as Uldar got deeper into the race, deeper into areas they have never been before, and certainly had never taken the opportunity to learn the track beforehand. That unpreparedness was the wild card, and though it ended up winning them the race, it very well could have lost them the race as well. So yeah, it could have gone either way towards the end of things.
Ever since you laid down the challenge that anyone can try the race and offer proof that it had in fact been done within the specifications you put forward, there have been an upsurge, a huge spike in Dune Bike racing related deaths. How do you plan to address these worries for future races?
I would direct those questions to my associates at Undertaker and Sons. They're very very good lawyers. They're also very very good undertakers, and I'm sure that they would be happy to answer any questions that you have.
We will be sure to reach out to them. Thank you very much, Brax. Now, Brax Mothar, you hinted at future races. What can you tell the fans out there that are aching for more? What are your plans for the future?
So, for those of you who are interested in the next taste, I do believe that we're taking to the air. I'm thinking, and this is again, we're putting things together. I'm speaking with the local Kira to try and secure ourselves a window of opportunity where they leave us alone. But I think we're going to take a run through the rift with ornithopters, full powered.
And we can't wait to film it and broadcast it live to everyone around. Brax, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on your incredible Solari winnings of 484 million. Congratulations to your empire, your ever expanding empire. And thank you for not tying my hands behind my back this time for this interview. It's been a pleasure.
Not a problem. Enjoy.